Welcome back, Deadites and Ghost Speeders. Over the weekend, Paulie Esther made a great video on whether the Tallman, a personal favorite of mine as you all know, and Phantasm would fit as a killer in Dead by Daylight based on a Reddit post, and he kind of did the pros and cons, and he actually made a better case for it to be coming to Evil Dead the game, and I'll explain why in just a moment. But if you like this Evil Dead content, please drop a like and a comment on the video below. It really does help the channel. Of course, I answer all my comments. Smash that subscribe button, turn on the notification bell for all Evil Dead and horror-related content. And of course, I'm going to include a link right here in the description for two things. One is Paulie's video, so you can check that badass content out for yourself. And two, our Discord. So if you're looking for people to play with in Evil Dead or Dead by Daylight or just talk about horror stuff in general, join our Discord. We have a thriving horror-related community. But first of all, I can't help myself. I need a good boy to start this video. I couldn't help myself. I mean, as a Phantasm fan, if I don't have Angus saying boy at one point or another, is it really even a Phantasm video? Now, Paulie had a couple of really good points. So the first point that Paulie made was the questioning of how niche Phantasm is as a series. And even he admitted he's only ever seen the first one of the 5 films. And a lot of the stuff he quoted was basically just straight wiki stuff, which kind of boils down the brilliance that is Phantasm to the bare bones. And I absolutely get where Paulie's coming from on this, because the most niche character or cult character that's been brought in as a guest character has to be Hellpriest from Hellraiser, or as Clive Barker hates everyone calling him, Pinhead. And that is one of those characters, and I remember when this chapter dropped, most people had no idea what Hellraiser was when they were in the Twitter chat. And it was so apparently obvious when the rose was shown from the actual first movie, from the trailer, from everything, and very synonymous with the Hellraiser lore and the Hellraiser 1 movie. And everyone's like, Five Nights at Freddy! I mean, of course, the Five Nights at Freddy people will always say everything is Five Nights at Freddy. But they were all in that Fanf was coming, and boom. And a lot of people, until the very end, when we were trying to explain what Hellraiser was, still had no clue. Now, sure, people know Cenobite now from the game, but they're not really up to date. And he's right. Paulie is right that movie came in '87, and the franchise has lasted with much more films, even though a lot of them have been direct-to-video. And, of course, we have the new Hulu series coming later this year. But Hellpriest was definitely more known and is definitely more kind of like B tier, like Chucky would be, or Leprechaun maybe, like tier, like your Jason, Michael, Freddy, Unholy Triumvirate level of guest characters, or even like Resident Evil, which they keep going back to. So there is a niche to Hellraiser, and let's be honest, Hellraiser is much more wide known than Phantasm is. Now, Phantasm has some great characters like Reggie, Michael, Jody, and of course our villain is Tallman. But the question is, do they even have a chance of coming to Dead by Daylight? And I don't think so. And I think the problem is, even though this tweet went out from Don way back in March, it's just so small, and it's maybe not worth the price or the work to make a chapter around Tallman. Now, here's the thing. I think Tallman would be amazing as a killer in DBD, and I would main the hell out of him just out of pure nostalgia. But that does open the question, is if there was a place for him to go. If Don Coscarelli got his way and there is a fan's transition to the games and we get that Phantasm game, or he shows up in a game, I think Evil Dead makes more sense. And the reason why is because of the cult nature of the Evil Dead community to start with. Evil Dead is a very big cult classic. Evil Dead 2 even bigger in my opinion. Army of Darkness and Ash vs. the Evil Dead made Ash and the whole Evil Dead universe much more wide known to the normal person or the lay person who's not a cult horror classic fanatic like a lot of us who are watching this channel. But that's the thing about Phantasm, it more fits in that vein, and I think the whole Phantasm universe with the Evil Dead universe is a natural fit. Let's be honest, hell, Don Coscarelli and Bruce have joined forces to make Bubba Ho-Tep. Unfortunately, they didn't make a second one, but it's really a tighter fit. I've already made a video on how a Phantasm chapter could possibly work, so I'm gonna include that. You can just check that out right here. And I think it would actually work out really well. And Don is looking to do business, and Don owns both Bubba Ho-Tep and Phantasm, which are natural fits into this universe. Hell, Bruce Campbell was the star of Bubba Ho-Tep. Now, I have to agree with a lot of stuff that Paulie said in this video. Is like there's a lot of really great mechanics that could be used for the Tallman. The problem is I just think he's too small, but he's perfect if you transition to a game that is just starting out and is all about cult love. Let's be honest, we are cult horror lovers. That's why we're here. That's why we're Evil Dead fans. And Phantasm is like the next step over. Like a lot of people I know and I've talked to in my chat are both Evil Dead and Phantasm fans. And I think there's a lot more niche cult classic type of people in this community and would be much more apt to be really stoked about Phantasm joining the Evil Dead universe, or Bubba Ho-Tep, or both, because as you can see, Don is looking to make some deals on video games, and this is the perfect place to do it. As always, thanks for watching, and later, mates.